Hi everyone, welcome to Excel Always, and we'll be looking at today the top 10 most basic Excel formulas. So, the ones that we'll be looking at are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentage, and some of the other ones like count, minimum, maximum, and sorting. So, we're going to break this session into two parts. We'll try and cover as much as we can. Most probably, the first five would get covered in the first session, and the later second will be covered in the second session. So let's quickly move on and try them out ourselves. So here what you see is you see a table which has items, it has the units, and it has the unit price here. And I have listed down what we're going to learn today as part of our learnings. And there are three other additional columns that you see here. Two are blank because that's what we're going to work out and learn today in our today's session. So here we have some to-dos that I've listed down, so it becomes easy for us as part of our learning. And instead of just me telling you just some addition, subtraction, and so on, it'll be good for us to just try a few examples here, so that becomes a lot more easier as part of your learning. So let's move on to the first one, which is addition. So the formula here would be equal and sum open bracket, and here we're going to look at the total unit price. So for us to do a summation of total unit price, you will click on the first one, and then you can use a shift down arrow up until you reach the last one, which is D9. You can do a close bracket and you can hit enter. Or if you're using mouse, it's very easy. You can just go click on the first one and then drag till the end, and then you do a close bracket. So either ways is very easy. Once you've done this, you have the value showing up here, which is 100. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to copy the formula quickly onto this column, so you all have it readily available for you to see what the formula was used, what formula was used. That's for summation. In terms of addition, I know about seven different ways how you can do addition. I would find this to be most commonly used, and I would personally use this more often. The reason being, here even if you go ahead and change any of these values, you still your automatic addition or the result will not get impacted by it. It will not remain static, but it will be dynamic. So this would be a good way of doing a addition. Next is subtraction. Subtraction is very easy. It's just the first value minus the second value. So here in this case, instead of value, what we would replace the value with is we'll replace it with the cell reference number. So the to do here is find the difference between pen and pencil. So you have pen unit price here, and you have the pencil unit price here. You will just do a minus. You'll have them. You'll have a minus sign in between. So the difference between the pen and pencil is 10. So that is what you have as a result. So let's quickly copy this particular formula. So we have it in the next column for us to refer to as you need. Now what you also see here is that that I have used the higher value and subtracted it with the lower value, or I have actually subtracted the lower value from the higher value. So I've done a 20 minus 10. If you see the cell references here, it's D9 minus D6, simply because I want a positive result to come out here, not a negative one. Otherwise, what would happen is you will have a negative sign. So that might cause a lot of confusion if you do it the other way around. So just be conscious about it when you do a subtraction. Next would be a multiplication. Multiplication is very easy. You just use a asterisk sign in between. So the formula is equals. And let's say here we're looking at units versus unit price for pens. So that would be, the units would be 2, and then you would use asterisk, and then you will do unit price, and then you will just hit enter. So once you've done that, you see that it is 20 times 2, or 2 times 20, 2 times 20, which is 40. And we'll quickly copy the formula here, so we all know what formula was used. And here again, this is very easy formula for us to use, which is asterisk, which is multiplication. And you can do this multiplication if you have multiple numbers. You just need to keep doing adding those cells here. So that's as simple as that for you to just do it. Or if you have a way of multiplying, let's say one particular row, for example here 2 times 20 is 40. Now you want to do this, you want to apply the same for all the rows in this particular column. All you have to do is just go to this edge. Can you see this? And you will get this kind of a plus sign, or a plus sign coming up here. You just click on that and drag it to all the cells, and it will automatically populate the same formula all across. So what it's done is here, it's taken D9 times C9, and the same has been applied for each of those references based on which row it is. So that's how you do that. We'll move on to division. Division is again very easy. The formula is equals, and then you will take the first value uh, and then divide that by the units that you're looking at. Here in this case, the to do is, can you find the unit cost of pen if the total cost is 40? So we can just go by what we have here. The total cost is 40. So if the total cost is 40, we want to know what the unit price would be. What will this price? We can see here it's 20. So we're going to now calculate to arrive at 20 as a result. So for which you need to divide that by the units, and then you will have 20 showing up as a result. So that's again a very easy one. Very easy to remember as well, because most of us use slash, a slash for our division. So even when we do our typing or we do our writing, we use that. So it's very easy to remember. So it is the cell value divided by the next cell value that we're looking at. Here, next is percentage. Percentage here would be for us to arrive at the percentage cost of pencil box on the total. So what I've done is I've already applied a summation here. So similar to what we had done here, I've just replicated the same formula, which is equal sum open bracket, and I've done a total of all of these four rows, and then close bracket, which is D6 up until D9, and I've got a result as 100. Now I need to arrive at the percentage. For me to arrive at the percentage, it's a very simple one. All I have to do is equals, and then I will take the numerator value. Numerator value in this case, because we're looking at pencil box, will be 40. Divide that by the total value, which is 100. So that will straight away throw out what the percentage value is. In some cases, you may not have 40% showing up. It might show as 0.40. Then what you can do is just go highlight that cell where you want it to be converted into percentage, and click on the percentage symbol that you see here. Once you do that, you will see the percentage coming up. So what is the formula here? It's very easy. You just need to use the cell references, and you will do it on the lines of how you do division. But here it's the references that make a difference, cell references that make a difference. But the way you do it is very simple. It's using a slash, or a same symbol that you would use for division. So we'll stop here as part one. We will resume in part two to arrive at minimum, maximum, count, ascending and descending. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and watch out for my other videos as well. Thank you. Bye bye.